You can manage all of your raster brushes in the Brushes Studio of Pixel Persona. So the Pixel Persona handles raster brushes exclusively, while the Vector Persona handles vector brushes exclusively. So in this example here, I just want to show you various things that we can do, including importing, creating new brushes, and also creating brushes directly from the page. So let's just start off by showing you the Brushes Studio, and I can import brushes by just tapping at the very top of the studio and just tapping Import Brushes. We've already got this file here, so just tap My Raster Brushes. And we've got these 4 brushes ready to go, and that can be used on the page directly using the paintbrush tool, which is enabled here. But what I'll also be able to do is to create my own blank custom category to add brushes to. So tap Add Category here, and we'll just rename that via the same button at the top, and we'll call it Extra Raster, brushes. Tap OK there. And we can create some new brushes in here from scratch using these options down here. New intensity, new round brush, new square brush, and new image brush. We're going to choose new round brush. And we're going to change the width, just as an example, to 75. Tap OK. And then tap OK here. So that's our first brush that we've created, and that's been created from scratch. Now what I also can do is to just come back here to some different categories. I'll just come this way. And you'll see we have these raster brushes here. So I'm going to choose this round chalk brush here. And I'm going to long press on it. And I'm going to say duplicate. And at the very bottom of here, you'll find that I've made a brush copy from that. And now I can edit those settings of that brush by just long pressing, tapping edit. And then similarly to creating the new brush, just change the values how I want them, a little bit less hardness. You see the preview there changing as I change these settings. And I'll tap OK. And that's now created a modified version of the brush. But again, a long press on there, I can choose Move To. And I can now, by tapping Extra Raster Brushes, tap that, and we should be able to navigate to that category, Extra Raster Brushes. And you'll see that extra brush has been added in there. Incidentally, you can name them from this button at the top as well. So if I chose this brush and I wanted to apply it to the page, I can choose a colour of quite a kind of a purpley colour. And let's just do a few brush strokes on the page. Just drop the opacity of that down a little bit. So with those brush settings, I can kind of tweak that to what I want. So I'll just bring it right the way down now, just to get that kind of slight purpley appearance there. And from there, because I quite like that brush, I can tap More, and I can tap Save. And that will now save that new brush into my custom category. Tap OK. And that's the brush that I've just been using. And one final thing, because I've created this custom category, I can tap this button at the top finally and select Export Brushes. I can navigate to this brushes, a cloud storage area. This folder, for instance, if I just tap that, and then tap Add, and it will add the file to my cloud storage in that folder.